Hey guys, I'm just gonna make a little audio thing again, just kind of like last time, and it's actually about the tournament. During today in the game, the tournament rather, um, we were playing and everything, and I finished this one match fairly easy, or fairly quick rather. Um, and I'm just walking around, seeing how everyone's doing, see if they need like suggestions or help on rulings and such, and I came across this one table. And we have these turn counters on the desk that built in was pretty cool. And next thing you know, I see these guys and they're kind of taking. Oh, sorry about that. I'm getting a little bit of a cold here. Um, they're on turn 4, and I look at we're playing mission objectives, right? And I look at the scores, and the guy who's winning, he has 5 points, and the other guy, he's got 4 points. And I'm thinking, like, this can't be right. Like, this just can't. So I go over and everything, and just, like asking why the points are so low. And then the guy's like, oh, yeah, I'm not really worried about objectives. I'm just kind of, wiping my opponent off the board. And I'm like, guy, it's not like that. You play the objectives, you can get a bunch of points just off the bat. I mean, instead of moving this unit straight up, you could have moved it there and got into some cover, got it into more of a strategic location. And the first thing this guy says is he just, dismisses it. He said, that's a stupid idea. I'm playing it how I want to. I'm like, yep, fine enough. And then I just left the table alone because didn't really want to deal with that or make him upset or anything because it's not right to tell someone how they should play, but it's also not right to be rude like that. Uh, anyways, so I'm going on and everything throughout the day. I win some more events and I get into the semifinals. And the games go a little bit longer than uh, anticipated, so we ended up having some time restraints. So what we decided to do to the 4 finalists is we ended up playing a really big game. In this case, it was 15 points per person, or 1,500 points per person. Sorry. In this case, it was 2 people versus 2 people, which it is always fun. It's a little interesting. And so we draw lots and everything, and it's Blood Angels and Ultramarines, my army, versus Tau and Orcs. And I just thought to myself, this is just going to be a horrible, horrible game. As, the Tau, they're going to keep us at bay. They're going to force us over to the corner. If you can kind of picture, think of it like a rectangle, right? You're moving up, and you got that Tau, right? And you don't want to be in range of Tau, because that's how Tau wins. That's how you end up letting them win. So you kind of, hold back or, go to the other table edge, and then you look at that and you see, like, the green swarm, the green horde coming down the other side of the board, and you're just like, oh, in this case, it's just, pick the better of the poisons, right? So we start the game. We lose turn roll, and so they start deploying and everything. They get their model set up. They're done. Then we get our models ready and everything. And as soon as he started putting his models on, my teammate gets a phone call. There's an emergency. He has to leave. And you know what? This ended up being a big upset about the game. So after a little bit of talking and everything, and one thing I always do is I always bring a rather large portion of my army collection. So if anyone who has any questions or wants to play a game and they don't have an army or they're collecting something similar, they can always borrow models or they can use an army or something like that. So after a little bit of talking and everything, my opponent and me agree upon the fact that I can use some extra models, modify my list a little bit, get it up to 3,000 points, and then we'll begin the game. So after that happened and everything, and everyone's kind of, bugging me. They're like, oh, yeah, the Ultra Smurf player is going to lose. Yeah, he's going to lose. He's got Orcs and Tau. Oh, this is going to be such a hard and difficult game. And the surprising thing about the game was I won, actually. And this actually, everyone was just like breathless, like speechless even. That they didn't understand like what happened. And throughout the entire game, and I was playing the mission objective. I was, using cover. I was using tactics. I was using the benefits from my formation, and I kind of see the guy from earlier that I talked to, and I bring him over and everything, and I think it was turn 2. I had 9 points to my enemy's 4 points, and gesture the guy to come over when my opponents are doing the movement phase, and I say the reason I'm winning right now is because I'm playing the objective and everything. He's like, yeah, I can see that, and this kind of got some gears turning in his head. It kind of changes his perception, like how to play the game and everything, or how to play the game better. And this helped him out a little bit. He kind of threw some light on just thinking and everything. Sorry for the rambling. Anyways, the game ended, and it was 16-6. It was a huge difference. On the last turn, I managed to get an additional 7 points. And I don't know how I pulled that one off. It was just very difficult. So the game goes on and everything. The game's finished. Next thing you know, I talked to the guy later on that night and everything, and he's just like, you know what? I got this really good list that I made and everything, and sorry, the cat jumped up. I go over the list and everything, and I see it's a greater improvement to what he had earlier, and the point that I'm trying to make is that it's really good to play the objective, play the narrative, play the mission, play the game how it's supposed to be played. If you're playing kill points, you go for destruction of enemy units. If it's objectives, you want to go for the objectives. If it's like a mix of the two, you do whatever gets you the most points, or play it how you should, not how you want. Because it can help out. It can be a little bit more difficult, and you may not get what you want or finish what you need to complete. However, it ends in a lot better game. So, that's about it for now. I'm gonna start doing some more audio logs like this more frequently. I'm going to start posting some more games, because I have a terrible habit of not filming games, or when I do, I only get like the first turn, and then I take pictures and more videos of like turn 4, turn 5, right? If the game goes that long. So I'll talk to you guys later. So really quick there,